Around, yeah, exactly. I'm gonna have to find a good t-shirt. I don't have any shirts yet.
She was saying, do your homework. You want to know?
Yeah, dude, I was just going to ask you about that. Do you remember that?
Yeah. All the videos were all thrown open.
See her hair? She's underneath
You're the executive class, right?
My dad takes me.
There you go.
Eating the chips.
No, it's good for get rid of.
What's going on, everybody? How you doing?
Mary Ann Fred, 5 to 7. Something actually. I mean, he'd say that they were out of jail. No, Randy Quall is amazing on the guitar. Terry Hardy.
Getting ready for a march today. It's going to be a march down to the Courtyard Square in downtown Santa Rosa. We're about 40 miles north of the Golden Gate Bridge here. So welcome aboard, everybody.
You beat me there. Bless you, ladies.
What's up, Ronnie? How you doing today? They're marching to downtown Santa Rosa to Courthouse Square. It's about a quarter of a mile or so down the road. So everybody's congregating right now. It's going to be a lot of people. Probably going to be 1,000 people here. We'll see what develops today.
It's about Pete Keg's breath.
Yeah, welcoming everybody. We're in Santa Rosa, California today, about 40 miles north of the Golden Gate on Highway 101. I don't know who the leader. I'm trying to get up to the front of this thing without falling into the pond here. You see, there's a lot of people out here today.
Okay, we're going to make noise when we start walking.
I think they're getting ready to march.
We're a nascent organization trying to get going, and that is one of the challenges. We have to have the equipment.
If I see her, I'll try to bring her over.
No, we're gonna find her. Sometimes they don't. Yeah. They're going back east. Yeah.
Try to get clear on this side so I can get a better picture. What's up, guys? Like and subscribe. We cover all major protests and events in the Bay Area. And this is going to be a big march today. I guess it's going to be about 1,000 or so people gathering here in Juilliard Park in downtown Santa Rosa and marching down to the old courthouse square.
I never saw it. Oh my God.
Ronnie, thank you for being in and moderating today. We really have no rules except just don't be crazy in the chat, and it's fine.
So there may be a little bit of a funnel as you leave the park. You may have to wait your turn.
This must
A little
be
bit
the
like
leader.
If you've ever been to the airport and they call your group number, everybody kind of crushes in, but you eventually get onto the plane. As I say, we're on the streets, we're on the sidewalk, so try to stay out of the street. When you arrive at Courthouse Square, you'll see a large banner, Stand Up for Democracy, Indivisible. That's where we're gathering. We'll have speakers, you'll hear live music. We really want to hear a lot of noise from you. On your way up, let's make some noise. While you're there, we obviously want to listen to speakers, but when you get an opportunity to make some noise. I want to thank you all for coming. Not everybody can hear me, so if you're talking to anybody else, tell them what's going on. We're going to get started as close to 11 o'clock as we can.
Stay on the sidewalk, big dog.
Make noise!
That must be the leader from Indivisible. And that's the nationwide group that's sponsoring this event today, is Indivisible. And we will be marching to downtown. Right now we're just making our way through the crowd. Let you guys see some of the posters and things here.
Look at them.
Hey Angus Kisses, how are you? My hand's healing pretty good. I just got bandages on now. Monday I get the stitches out, thank goodness. That's been the hardest part of the deal, having them in.
No.
So we're getting ready for go time here for the march. I want to make sure I'm positioned at the front. They're all stretched all the way back to the...
You have to do it, or can you take the picture from here?
Yeah, I can take the picture from here.
I have only one hand and I have
Yeah,
a hard time.
you can do it all from here. They have just a little remote, you can click it. It's also built right in, it sits right in here. You can just click it while you're live.
I like it.
I'm live on YouTube now showing the event.
Good.
Okay? Thank you, Troll Blaster. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hey, Peachy, how are you? Make sure your moderators encourage people to hit that subscribe button, please. This is just a preview of coming attractions of what's coming in the next couple years. They're not all going to be this peaceful, I can guarantee you.
Guinea pigs can be better friendly. You are right about that.
That makes everybody laugh. They make everybody cry.
Hey, Bordis, how are you today? Good to see you. So I guess we're going to have about 1,000 or more people today. The parade the march gets underway at 11 a.m. We want to be right at the front here. Yeah, it's going to spiral much worse. Let me tell you, after George Floyd, with me being in the thick of stuff in Oakland and downtown Santa Rosa, yeah, it was pretty bad. Let's see, we want to kind of be at the front here. Just as this parade gets underway. This will be a pretty big one, Magda. This is well over 1,000 people here right now in Juilliard Park. Well over 1,000.
Really good one.
You want to turn that this way for a second? There we go. There you go. Clearing the path for you there.
Which way do I turn?
You're going to be turning left up here.
And noisy.
Yeah, there's still a lot of people coming down. You can see there's just a ton of people up here too. Yeah, we're going to clean up the signal. Let's see if that cleans up the signal any. We actually have two marches taking place simultaneously in the city, and they're all, I think, converging down here for blast off.
Thank you.
How you doing, Brian? I try to be non-aligned in these things to preserve my independence. I don't really comment on what's going on. I just show you guys what's going on. Kind of way the journalism used to be before people injected themselves into it. Yeah, this is a lot of people today. So I imagine I'll continue with that. It served me very well.
We are way past.
We'll run into it if you stay on this road, but we're starting here and then we're going to be walking to the courthouse. Yeah, we're meeting here, we're going to gather and then head that way.
Our signal should improve as we get out of this park, Ronnie.
Right, and then gathering here.
I'm across from Luther Burbank Home and Gardens here.
Did he? Okay.
Probably the most famous Santa Rosa of all. Hey, Dory Lynn, how are you? There's just a lot of people joining. This is going to be huge today. Hey, Toodles, how are you?
The reason why we're doing this so that we
I think it's filling up the whole park here. How are you doing today? Yeah. It gets out to many more people. If we were to put it on the Press Democrat, a couple thousand people might read it. If we put it out on the World Wide Web,
Quick update.
we'll have thousands and thousands of people watching. It's the new media.
Okay.
Nice to see you, Toodles. Haven't seen you in a while in the chat. I want to be out here when they start marching so I can be at the front of it.
Yeah, we're going to bring everybody in. We're going to bring everybody in. That's the idea. Folks, let's go into the park, everybody. Into the park, please. Hey, buddy. Everybody into the park. Hey, Bill, how are you? Into the park, everybody.
Into the park.
They're getting everybody into the park down here.
That's a free country, right?
I know.
Yeah, we're going to be out
There's an accessibility area that we created. Okay.
What's up, Sparkles and Blessing? How are you today?
I haven't seen anything. He's the guy.
I'd like to get up on the bridge. There's probably well over 1,000 people down here now. There'll be many more. Brought the baby today. I'm just working my way through the crowd. Yeah, every time we do one of these protests, they get larger and larger and larger out here.
Already. That's very helpful. As long as I know it's there.
Yeah.
At least for me, sorry. Just tie it tight, I don't care. It's pretty.
Hello, Shemay. Nice to see you this morning. Hope your Easter weekend is going well.
All right, so this goes to.
Somebody was protesting Katy Perry.
And was that t-shirt too?
All right, Sparky, there we go.
Oh, good. It's just a person. One, two.
Yep. We should be getting ready to march at every minute, any minute now. It's like it's a lot of people in the back behind over here. If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell for all notifications so that you'll be apprised of future events coming up, not just in Santa Rosa, but in other cities in the Bay Area. I don't want somebody to come and push me into the lake here. Should be getting ready to go on the march. I think they're on the move now. We got to get out of here. I think they're bunching here. I guess they're on the move now.
They come from here and there, and you and me, and brother.
We're going to try to get up ahead here, and then we're going to clean up the signal. Stand by. Yeah, this is well over 1,000 people today. Trying to get to the front here.
Trying to keep my 3-year-old.
I know.
Oh, no. Got to get across to get the people coming through. Let's keep it as much as we can on the sidewalk.
Can you get a hymn? Because there's so little kids. There's so few kids.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bring your grandson to protest day. Get ready for the next batch. Everybody's going to be meeting up at the Central Square down here in downtown Santa Rosa. Wait for the next batch to come through. Make sure you are subscribed and like up the stream this morning. We're going to be doing a back pedal while they're marching here.
Okay, can I take a picture?
Okay, here they come. Bit of rock music goes good with everything, right? Man, we're back in the 60s. There's still hundreds of more people that haven't crossed over down here. Hundreds of more people. What's up, Haunted? How are you doing? We'll keep moving our way down here. That's the group that's putting this on today, is Indivisible. Make your own rules. There you go. Cross that street. All right, let's go down to Courthouse Square. And this family's having a picnic here today. Nice. No, this is huge. This is Malta. This is at least probably end up being about 2,000 people today, which for a city of 200,000 people is pretty good.
Yeah, exactly.
That's Noah, that big shiny door. Noah, you are a hoot, man. You are a hoot. Got that music on. I don't know if all these people are going to fit in the main square. We'll see. Seems like the upside down flag is the rule of the day. I don't know. We're almost to the square. It's a one-person protest party right here.
Sarah, watch out, they might.
Yeah, I'm all set, man.
Thanks.
Thank you. Ma'am, I got to get the shot, okay? All right. They like people to cover it. We'll get up here. What's going on, Buttercup, baby? I know. That's exactly correct. All right, let's go down to the park now. It's going to be a party atmosphere down here. Yeah, Toodles. You got to get the shot, you know. Let's get across the street here. We'll get an overall view. What's going on? Let's cross over here and get a look back. Park is already jammed up there. Let's go. Haven't seen one cop yet today. Yeah, maintain your social distance. Oh, there's a lot of people in the park. Yeah, we'll clean up.
Made my sign this time.
Nice looking sign.
Different one. That was so hilarious.
It's the tariff penguin. I love it. It's the tariff penguin. Now let's keep making our way around here. County Council. Whoa. The big hitters are out. The big hitters are out.
Everybody, take out might come from the sky. Everything beautiful and keep everybody high away. But if you know it like this, well, you're gonna get yours right on. So if you see the light, you better stand up
Like
for
the
it
heyday of Berkeley
right
again.
now. Stand up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. What you say? Stand up, yeah. Stand up for your rights. My rights are your rights. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Stand up for your rights. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. No, 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 no. There's a maniac in D.C. He thinks he's the president of you and me. He's got nothing but a felony. And he don't represent you or me. Stand up, stand up, stand up for your right. Stand up, stand up, stand up for your right. Stand up, stand up, stand up.
I feel like the 60s are back in full swing again.
Stand up. Don't give up the fight. No, no, no. Stand up, stand up. Hey, stand up for your rights. What you standing up for? Stand up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Nobody gets no. Stand up, stand up.
Let's see what's going on at the, let's go see what's going on at the merch table.
Enjoy it while you can. Keep going. Where are you at?
US Press Corps.
Yay!
They love me. Independent press in America. Yeah. Let's see what's on the tchotchke table over here. Good merchandising here. sunflower man. This guy's like plant sunflowers over here. All right, I'm gonna clean up the signaling. Gotta always have drums. People are still piling into the park here. It's the tariff penguin. Hands up, flippers out. The tariff penguin. Looks like the thing's got the BTs or something. It's a tariff penguin. There's still people coming over to the park. We're going to do a run down the front over here. Check out some of the signs and stuff. They're all spread out up here too. There's probably well over 1,000 people here right now. Somebody's blowing bubbles up here. All right, let's see. Yeah, we always push it as long as we don't get our smashed here. This is drop off for protest time.
I mean, race not children.
still a ton of people coming down here. No, it's not a young enough crowd to really do that. I can tell. I've been to enough, covered enough protests. No, they're just here to hear speeches and all that. The drum boys. The drum boys. Man, this place is getting crowded today. Nice doggy. It's the drum boys.
What job are you going to have?
Yeah.
somebody's going to cash out down here today. Let's go back to the music again.
Just like a tree, planted by the water. We shall not fear one last time. All in this together, we shall not be moved. All in this together, we shall not be moved. Just like a tree, planted by the water. We shall not be moved. All right now.
Thank you very much, and thank you very much for keeping it and carrying it on. We'll be here many times, and I hope you are too.
Actually, it smelled like Chinese food in the air today for some inexplicable reason. Definitely smells like Chinese food. Uh-oh, here we go. Mic moment. Here we go. Mike.
Hi. So, the best laid plans never ever work. And we're going to go fast through this because we have another group coming in and we want to make sure that we have room and respect for them. I want to introduce you to Rich Koshner. He's been practicing immigration law. He's been practicing immigration law in Northern California for 22 years, including defending immigrants in the deportation proceedings. He'd like to say a few words about the Fourth Amendment protections against unlawful searches and seizures, and Fifth Amendment guarantees of due process, and recent events calling all of what we understood into question. And I want you to give him a round of applause because if we need anything, we need to understand our Constitution. Thank you.
Hey, Kitty.
First, they came for Mahmoud Khalil, and we stood up against it. Then they came from Rumeysa Ozturk of Tufts, and we are standing up against that here today. Then they came for Kilmar Abrego Garcia, and here we are, not just letting it happen. Then they came for Mohsen Madawi, also of Colombia, when he went to his naturalization interview. And here we are, standing up against it. And they've come for hundreds of men alleging that they're Venezuelans, not all of them are, and alleging that they're members of some terrorist organization without any proof of that. And here we are standing up against all of that. And it gives me great heart, great courage to see you all out here. Mahmoud Khalil was arrested and taken away to Louisiana on the charge that his very presence in the United States and the activities that he took part in Colombia have potentially serious adverse foreign policy consequences for the United States. We are supposed to have a protection against vague laws, against laws that are overbroad. But this is actually a statute in the books. Now, when attorneys tried to defend Mahmoud Khalil in the immigration court and in habeas corpus in New Jersey, they asked for evidence that he would potentially seriously cause adverse foreign policy consequences, and all they got was a memo from Marco Rubio.
Yay, Marco Rubio!
Which said that Khalil's presence and activities undermine U.S. policy to combat anti-Semitism around the world and in the U.S., in addition to efforts to protect Jewish students from harassment and violence in the U.S. What kind of evidence is that? It's an opinion. And it's an opinion based on lots of falsehoods, that criticism of Israel is anti-Semitism and so on.
What's up, Smelly
So
Cat?
we have hope that if due process is provided, Mr. Khalil will be set free. Due process comes down to us from the Bill of Rights, from the Fifth Amendment as to the federal government, and the 14th Amendment as to the states. And the clause that we really need to pay attention to says, no person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. I want to point out that it does not say no citizen. It says no person. Okay? And the deprivation that we're talking about here is removal of someone from the United States. In the case of Kilmar Abrego, it's removal to an anti-terrorism prison in El Salvador that's renowned around the world for horrible conditions. These are very serious deprivations that we're talking about. Scholarship around the due process clause tends to break things down into procedural due process and substantive due process. And procedural due process comes down to the providing of notice to the person who's about to be deprived, notice and a hearing. Well, those more than 100 Venezuelans who were flown off to El Salvador, as I understand it, by way of Honduras, against an order from a federal district court judge, Judge James Boasberg, those people were going to be deprived of some very serious liberties without any notice, without any hearing. The ACLU is now fighting to stop further flights, and I can report some good news. The Supreme Court has said there will be no further flights just early this morning without notice and hearing. Now, we've seen what the Trump administration has done with broad, somewhat vague language coming out of the Supreme Court, like facilitate the return of Kilmar. But here, the ACLU is trying to pin it down. At least 30 days notice, not within 24 hours. That's what the government is trying to do with the people currently being held in Texas. Fly them out within 24 hours. Now, I'd put to you that there's a substantive due process issue with laws like the one that they're using against Mahmoud Khalil. But we won't go into all of that just now. I do want to read to you something from an article about Rumeysa Öztürk of Tufts, the Turkish student who published an article critical of U.S. policy in Palestine. So, Öztürk's arrest by masked agents on a street in the Boston suburb of Somerville was captured in a viral video that has turned her case into a high-profile example of the Republican president's efforts to deport pro-Palestinian activists on U.S. campuses who have spoken out against Israel's war in Gaza as part of his hardline approach to immigration. But a federal judge, William Sessions in Burlington, says that Ms. Öztürk has raised significant constitutional concerns with her arrest and detention, which merit full and fair consideration in this forum, and he scheduled a May 9th hearing to consider releasing her on bail. He said Ozturk's evidence supported her claim that she was detained to punish her for co-authoring an opinion piece in Tufts student newspaper that criticized the school's response to calls by students to divest from companies with ties to Israel after the onset of war and to acknowledge the Palestinian genocide. She was kidnapped. But the judge found that her evidence is clearly about...
Good call, Dory Lynn. I was getting a little bit saturated there.
This squarely raises to the courts that persons have First Amendment rights to freedom of speech may not be deprived without another evidence of concrete steps being taken to facilitate his return to El Salvador. And the court appealed her decision up to the Fourth Circuit and weighed in the judge. Judge Wilkinson wrote the following. It's difficult in some cases to get to very hard on men. In this case, it is not hard at all. The government is asserting that what essentially recognizes
I wonder who brought the foghorn. Like to see people exercising their right to protest. We just bring you the stories, or don't editorialize on it. Let's do a walk down the main line here. Thank you. I like the penguin tariff out here. All right, we're going to do another run down the main street here. They have another protest group coming in. We got two for today. More people coming in.
Do you have a crowd estimate yet?
Yeah, it looks like about 2,200 people so far.
Well, we have 5,000.
Yeah, you'll probably have 5,000 by the end of the day, the way it's going. Who do you work with? Fantastic. Thank you. Yeah, independent. We just cover We don't talk about it. We just cover. Yeah.
I just had to ask.
That's fine. Yeah, good deal. I just got a bubble in my eye.
Mine is over there.
Hey Tess, how are you? I'm just plugging my power pack.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm looking for the tariff penguin down here. That's my favorite. It's a nice piece of art. You see. That was pretty cool the way that was.
All those people are dangerous.
I don't know where the tariff penguin went to. There's a hell of a lot of people out here today. Let's go have a musical interlude up here. We got the drum boys. All right, we're milling into the middle of the crowd now. How's your sunflower campaign going?
A little slower than I would like. Why, you gonna help me with something?
Well, I saw you at the, we saw you down there. I hope it's going good. Yeah, thank
A
you.
little slower than I'd like. So
Yeah, well, you're
I've
out
been
here.
trying to get in touch with some of the reporters to see if we want to do something because...
Well, Ken Porter was there.
Just what?
Ken Porter was there from the Press Democrat. He had a story about it. I saw something featured about you with sunflowers in the paper, weren't you?
I didn't see anything.
Okay. Huh. Okay.
There was something about growing sunflowers, but it wasn't a political statement that I saw.
Okay. I don't know. I must be confused. I was looking at it. It said like had your story on it or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, I got to think. Was it the Bohemian?
Okay.
I don't know.
I must have missed it.
I think it's the Bohemian. I don't
I
know.
did get an inquiry, or not an inquiry, but there was that car that ran into cartoons and the reporter from the KPIX stopped. My friend owns that. They haven't got back to me.
Check the Bohemian from a couple weeks ago when we had the protesters in front of the post office. These guys have been to so many protests, they don't remember where they've been. Rodney King today. Can't we all just get along? Look at all these people. Wow, this place is rocking today. Good thing I'm used to navigating. Sorry about that, honey.
Americans understand that free speech makes America great.
Let me flip by you.
We have the right to free speech, not because some ruler permits it, but because it is our inalienable right. Corrupted institutions might claim they can grant or deny our human rights. The degree to which we resist is the degree to which we are free. The parasitic 1% are stealing from the poorest and most vulnerable and calling it efficiency. Because they have nothing but a gaping, voracious wallet in the place where you and I have a heart. They have no use for the law except to weaponize it against the people. That isn't governance, it's abuse. They are not playing by the rules because they are trying to destroy the game. Do you ever wonder why 45 is acting like he will never be out of power and have to face the consequences of his actions? This is why oath-breaking insurrectionists are disqualified from holding that office. Our economy is being intentionally manipulated by a grifter who is fine with betting your retirement because for them the economy is a game of blackjack and they are the house. The longer we play, the more we lose. However, our government gets its authority from we, the people. They have that authority because we all agree that they do. Because they are supposed to act in good faith and represent our interests. But a system that has been hacked by fascists does not deserve our obedience. It has earned our resistance. Their power feeds and grows off of our fear. But we lean not into fear, but into our righteous anger. And we direct that anger into action. 45 and the greediest man on earth and the rest of the 1% and the white nationalists of Project 2025 control enough of the supremely compromised court and Congress and the executive branch that it is now the patriotic duty, the moral imperative, and only hope for we the people to hold the line and defend our Constitution and one another. Together, united is our only way through. We vote every day with our presence, with our dollars, with our voices. And if we don't, we lose our voices, our dollars, and now our very presence. They are actively violating our laws, dismantling our freedoms, and stealing our resources. But we are the 99%, and all of us are one. Our economy is designed like a triangle with very, very few at the tippy top. Imagine what happens if we invert that triangle and the economic weight of the 99% come bearing down on that tiny, fragile tip. And ultimately, whose job is it to protect our children's freedoms? Somebody else's? Is somebody else coming to save us? No! Yes. Defending our nation that we love will take courage and commitment and involve risk and sacrifice. But the alternative is leaving our children a legacy of submission. Hope is not a strategy, and there are no bystanders in this moment in history. Each of us has the strength and the ability to resist in unique ways. We will defeat this attack on America because we are vastly greater in numbers and because we are not protecting our yachts and our private jets and our quarterly profits. It is no exaggeration to say that we fight for our freedom and for our lives. So we will succeed because we must succeed. And we will not let American democracy die on our watch.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to take a break. I want you to turn around, and I want you to welcome the next march that's coming in from the
We have another huge march.
Once they're all here, we're going to resume speaking, but we're not going to be rude enough to talk behind their backs, okay? So,
got another whole group coming in today. Let's go over here and see what's going on. Ronnie, our signal might get a little funky. Yeah, here they come. It's another whole group here. Man, they're coming from everywhere today. We got a whole nother protest group here. Lonnie, how's the signal doing? Yeah, this is the Palestine. I don't know if there's enough room in here for everybody.
No Trump! No KKK! No fascist USA! No Trump! No KKK! No fascist USA! No Trump! No KKK! No fascist USA! No Trump! No KKK! No fascist USA!
much younger.
No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA. No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA.
We have the symbol of infinite doom here. Got a black widow. Give me a signal check, Ronnie. Well, I've never seen so many people in this square.
Organization that was really prominent.
No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA. No KKK, no fascist USA.
No Trump,
no KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA. Up with liberation. Up with liberation. Down with deportation. Down with deportation. Up with liberation. Up with liberation. Down
How you doing,
with
PC?
deportation. Down with deportation. Al pueblo unido. 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 Sí se puede. 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 Sí se puede.
All right, I'm kind of saturated on that, so let's move on to the music, man. Here, I just get saturated. Yeah, make sure you like up the stream and hit that subscribe button, please. We cover all major stuff. They're not all going to be as peaceful as this, I guarantee you. Once you get more people involved in, that's when the stuff hits the fan.
Loud, and I happen to hear it.
I want to welcome all the marchers in from the JC. I understand there's some people from the JC who want to say a word to the crowd. I really hope they'll come up and talk to me because I'm not going to guess who they are. In the meantime, look for me. I'm in the pink jacket standing up here in front of this banner that was made by the people who showed up here today to make banners and signs. Yeah, I don't need that sign that says speaker. It makes me feel, you know, like I'm weird. I'm weird enough without a sign. I'd like to introduce you all to Maddie Hirschfield. Maddie's the political director for the North Bay Labor Council, and she's going to say a couple words to us, if she can make it over here. Okay, Maddie, come on up.
What's up, Disco?
Hey, everybody! Welcome to the Marchers from the JC. It's so great to see so many people out here. This is like a balm for me. We need to keep showing up. We may not all agree. I mean, us progressives, we can be pretty prickly sometimes. But no matter. We need to put all that shit aside. We have a real enemy now. And this is how we fight it. Together. Truth is, we no longer live in a democracy. But we can get it back. If we keep showing up like this, we can get it back. It worked in the 60s, ended the Vietnam War. We can do this. So as was said in my introduction, I represent the North Bay Labor Council. See the back of my shirt? Kicking ass for the working class. That's all of us. Whether you're working or not, we're out there. This president is going after law firms. He has gone after particularly unions that didn't support him. Colleges, universities. We're seeing this term being very different than his first, because now he knows who his enemies are, and he's going after them. He's going after us. Every opportunity he has made increasing the power of corporations over working people a top priority. We absolutely must fight back. It can't matter anymore if you were a Bernie supporter or a Hillary supporter. It doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or a Green Party or you're not even a member of a party. He believes striking workers should all be fired. The hell's up with that? We have our rights. And then there's Kilmar Abreu Garcia, a 29-year-old man. He was in the sheet metal workers apprenticeship, trying to take care of his family. He's lived in Maryland for 13 years. He has a wife and 3 kids. He was picked up and deported to an El Salvadorian mega prison with absolutely no due process. Has not committed any crimes, but he's brown and has tattoos, so I guess that's enough for them, right? You can't allow that.
Make sure you subscribe and hit that
Bring
bell.
it home. Exactly.
I can't say all protests are going to be peaceful in the future.
Yeah. Apparently he's been moved out of the CCOT, which is the notorious prison he was in, taken to another detention center, but the president says he is never coming back. And the truth is, they're paying El Salvador to keep him. We're paying, right. It's our money, in our name. Are we going to allow this? The administration even admits it made a mistake, but it will not bring him back. These are dangerous times. Very, very dangerous times, and we must fight together to change that. Because when we fight, we win. When we fight, yes, we don't win the whole thing maybe, but we make progress, and that's what it's about. And with the music, I'm thinking, talking about a revolution. That's what we're doing. Don't you know, talking about a revolution comes like a whisper. That's what we're doing. And we're whispering loud. And we're fighting back. And we will get our democracy back. Because this is what a democracy looks like. Tell me what a democracy looks like. Tell me what a democracy looks like. Onward, together, yes.
Don't you know, talking about a revolution sounds. Don't you know, talking about a revolution sounds.
We were supposed to have Dino Ortega, but life happens. And this is a day when life has happened to a lot of people. So I want to introduce you to Robin Bramhall, who's here from the League of Women Voters. Now, before she comes up, I've got a couple of things to say. Part of it is some of you know what the League of Women Voters is and some of you don't. But before we get to the League of Women Voters, really truly, we've spent a lot of time talking about all those people being sent to foreign countries. I just want to point out that 250 years ago, a lot of people were being sent out of, a lot of people were being sent to foreign countries because they were inconvenient for King George. A lot of people were being arrested and sent because they were poor, because they spoke the wrong language, because they were politically inconvenient. They were the wrong religion, they belonged to the wrong groups, and they were kidnapped from their countries, and they were sent to work as slave laborers. And no, they weren't black, they were Scottish and Irish.
Yeah.
They were Scottish and Irish.
Yeah.
Long before there were black slaves, there were Scottish and Irish slaves. And when the Scottish and Irish looked too much like the white people who owned them, they kidnapped black slaves because they were easy to keep in bondage. Because keeping slaves was how you got work done in this country. We don't want kings. We are not going back to kings. And we're not sending people to foreign countries because they're inconvenient. And I don't care what country they're from. I haven't forgotten that King George took his countrymen, the poor, the wrong religion, the inconvenient, and he sent them to another country. And you should not forget that either. And now, I want you to hear from Robin Bramhall.
All right, thank you, Indivisible, for inviting our fervently nonpartisan group to send a speaker to this hugely all-partisan group. But I am here from the League of Women Voters. The League of Women Voters was founded 105 years ago. So for the first 144 years of our country, women had no vote. We were paying taxes, we were working, right? So the League came into existence to support and promote women, voters, and democracy. And all three are in danger right now. And the League is taking action in courtrooms, in legislative chambers, in the press, and in over 750 leagues around the country. We are taking action.
Thumbs up and make sure you hit the subscribe button.
And I have news for you. 2 days ago, our national leadership declared a constitutional crisis. The League of Women Voters declared a constitutional crisis. Do you agree? All right, I want to read just a portion of the statement that our leadership put out. I think it's pretty meaningful. The foundational principles that have sustained our democracy, checks and balances, the rule of law, free and fair elections are under direct and sustained threat. In this extraordinary moment, we cannot proceed with business as usual. All Americans, no matter who you voted for in 2024, need to come together, stand united, and fight back to save our democracy. We cannot afford to fail future generations. Do you agree with us? All right, thank you. So keep making noise, Sonoma County, keep making noise.
The Republican dream for our future, and I'm sorry to make it partisan, it's not my fault. It's just not my fault that it's become partisan. The Republican dream for our future is to leave great swaths of American population behind. To leave us out of that dream. To leave the poor out. To leave the young out. To leave women out. To leave people of color out. To leave immigrants out. All kinds of people out of that dream and leave the dream behind only for the very, very wealthy. And boy, that wasn't the dream I grew up with, and it probably wasn't the dream you grew up with. Particularly offensive to me, as someone who fought against the war in Vietnam, is that we're leaving the veterans out of that dream. And I just can't tell you all those broken promises that our government has made to so many people, and that makes me angry, because governments should not break promises. It's kind of like discovering your parents have broken their promise, isn't it? So I want to introduce you to Al Liner, a Vietnam vet who's going to talk about broken promises.
Last time they told me, don't touch the microphone. So listen, I am a Vietnam veteran. There's a lot of Vietnam veterans here. Come on, raise your hand, Rex. That's right. Listen, the powers that be have one goal and only one goal. That is to amass power any way they can. They will break the law. They will discard judges. They have made the Constitution the enemy. We, the people, have to stand up. We, the people, have the power. Who has the power? We, the people. There are some things we can do. They're not going to give it up, and they're not going to give it up easy. We have got to fight back, and that's what we're doing here today. All of us. We have to strike. We have to boycott. We have to march. We have to sit in. And we have to do it all non-violently. One person on our side who commits violence will destroy the entire work that we do. They will capitalize on it any way they can. Non-violence is the only way to win. And we will win. It may cost us, but we're going to goddamn win. We the people have the power. Now raise your fist and repeat after me. Power to the people! Power to the people! Power to the people! Keep this movement alive!
Hey, I told you that life happens. Well, Dino has been able to make it. So I want to introduce you to Dino Ortega. Dino is a member of the Sonoma State Young Dems and the founder of the Sonoma State Political Organizing Group. So, Dino Ortega.
All right, Santa Rosa, how we doing today? Come on, let me hear it! You guys, I am so honored to be here among you and among millions of other people in the United States, returning for another hands-off National Day of Action. Let's hear it, guys, again. Come on! Perfect. Again, my name is Dino Ortega. I'm a youth organizer at Sonoma State. Our goal is to get more young people at these protests. Come on, where the hell are the young people? I know a lot of you people in this crowd protested in the civil rights movement, the anti-Vietnam War protest movement, the environmental movement, the anti-Iraq war movement, and so many other liberatory movements across this country. And when you guys did it, you were young. Now it's our turn to come out and fight for our future.
Oh, this is nothing.
I may be young, but I wasn't born yesterday. What Donald Trump and his billionaire oligarch collaborators are doing is not random. It's not just bad policy. It's strategic. It's coordinated. They want to centralize power in Trump's hands and devolve our democracy into an authoritarian dictatorship. Are we gonna let that happen? Are we gonna let that happen? Hell no! Guys, rallies like this are great. They build the basis of a movement. I've met friends here. I've met freedom fighters here. I've built relationships at these protests recently I know I'll carry on for years. But I really encourage everyone to really take heed of the old quote of making good trouble. Yes. You guys, we need to really think about what making good trouble means. We need to look at the legacy of great civil rights leaders like Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr., Angela Davis, so many other freedom fighters who have put their bodies and their freedoms on the line for our freedoms here today. And before I leave you to chants, to protest, to have fun, I will account one recent victory. In Sonoma County, the CSU Chancellor, Mildred Garcia, and the Sonoma State President, Emily Couture, cut 20-degree programs. Sonoma State's entire athletic department. They truly gutted our school. What do we think about that? But a few days ago, a judge ruled the academic programs, the pause or the cuts must be paused. The cuts must be paused because we're going to have more time. We're going to need more time to see if those cuts violate the students' and faculty's civil rights, which they do. This gives us more time to organize. This gives us more time to fight, because if we don't save Sonoma State, Sonoma County will have a deep chasm. And I, for one, will not rest until democracy is safe, until human rights are safe, until education for all is safe, until Sonoma County is safe, until my dear Sonoma State is safe. Thank you all so much. Thank you.
I need to check to see if Dr. Schlechter made it here. Come on up. Dr. Schlechter served... sorry. One of those days. Dr. Schechter served veterans at the VA clinic here in Santa Rosa.
Hi, I wanted to thank everybody who invited us out here today to speak. I really appreciate the opportunity. I'm Dr. Ginger Schechter, and I worked for the VA as a staff physician for 17 years, and then 5 years here in Santa Rosa as the Chief Medical Officer. I am here today to represent the VA and all federal employees who right now cannot speak out for themselves because their jobs are on the line. It takes a special person to work in the VA and in the federal service, and these people mean what they say, most of them. They want to be there caring for the veterans, and they want to fulfill the VA's mission, which is President Lincoln's promise to care for those who have served our nation's military and for their family, caregivers, and survivors. It's estimated that by this summer, they will fire 60,000 VA employees. And this includes doctors, nurses, social workers, pharmacists. So it's not just people who might be what you consider superfluous. It's everyone's job is on the line. And to make up for these firings, you know what they're going to do? They're going to look to the private sector to automate things. And you know who the private sector is? It's companies like Oracle that are run by Larry Ellison, who is Trump's buddy and who is there every step of the way with him in the front row at his inauguration. So what the VA and federal workers and veterans need from you right now is continued support. Continue to show up for rallies like this. Communicate to your congresspeople that you don't want to see any cuts in veterans services or the workforce. Join us on Facebook, Veterans of Sonoma County, and keep up to date what's going on with the VA and the federal workforce. And we also have rallies every single Friday at the South Santa Rosa VA Clinic on Challenger Way here in Santa Rosa. We are out there every Friday to support the VA, support the veterans, and support the federal workforce. It's from 11 to 1, so just show up. Finally, our Congress people and our representatives are with us here in California. And I'm hoping that by continuing what we're doing here today, they will continue to know that we are not giving up, so they should not give up. The last thing I want to say is, hands off the federal workforce and hands off the VA. Hands off the federal workforce, hands off the VA.
We planned this really carefully. Spent a lot of hours on the phone talking to people to get a lineup of speakers giving you different perspectives. But you know, this is Sonoma County and everybody's got an opinion. And they want to share it with you because you don't know anything, unless you have an opinion too. So I'm going to put that call out to the JC one more time. If you want to speak, you need to come talk to me. I'm the lady in the pink jacket over here opposite the hotel. I'm the only one in a pink jacket, so you can find me. Meanwhile, I'd like to introduce you to Fred Tuca. He's a veteran for peace, and he's going to speak for 1 minute, and boy, it's hard to keep people in control.
Thank you. Again, my name is Fred Patuca. I was a naval officer, served 4 tours in Vietnam between 65 and 70.
All right, man, I'm kind of saturated, guys. I was hoping one of those kids from the school would get up there. I don't know which way the big head. I don't know.
Still getting by one way or another.
Yeah, well, I'm over, guys. That's been we've been live about 2 hours. Good time. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell for all notifications. I guarantee you, the protest ain't going to be peaceful in the future. We start to get a lot of young people in here, and it's going to be off the hook. I've been there, done that. George Floyd, Oakland, buses turning over, smashed, tear gas, rubber bullets. Woo! Make sure you're subscribed. Hit that bell for all notifications. And a big thank you to the moderators here today for everything that you do. Thank you.